What's good, y'all? How y'all been? Well, of course, I'm Teresa, beloved T, Teresa's Tarot, and I know you guys ain't seen me in a while, but I'm coming tonight with a new reading. Okay, so greetings to you all. Ashe, of course, it was the AA portal. Well, it's still here. It's open. And Sirius is rising. So I decided to come and do a reading. It was the holy day. Now it's the Sabbath day. And it's the ninth. So, I'm a nine ether baby. And my little brother's birthday was on the 6th. So, and we in Black August. So, I say to him, I say to all my ancestors, I say to Black August, and I miss y'all, fam. So this is a healing tarot. So we're gonna get this healing reading started. Um, I don't really deal with gossip, who doing what with who, the celebrities, none of that type of stuff. I only deal with the healing tarot, and that's for the betterment of self, do better, feel better, look better, achieve, heal. That's my goal. Okay, so tonight I got about 4 of my decks out. Maybe I'm gonna hit y'all with my chakra deck. This is a chakra deck. The chakras, we have 7 major, but there's plenty more all over the body. And so I was interested in this deck because moving your chakras and being aware of them, it's not evil. It's a part of being healthy, and that's why they deemed it evil, so you wouldn't look into it and figure it out, and figure out that that's really what keeps you healthy. One of the ways to keep you healthy on this planet is to know and be aware of your chakras and rotate them up. Okay, and that's what we mean by rise up. Rotate your chakras from the root all the way up to the crown. Okay, so we got my chakra deck. I'll split the cards and we're going to pull them. And I'm going to pull like a traditional reading, which is like a 3-card reading for each deck. Most tarot card readers, they pull how they want to pull, but I'm going to stick with the traditional for now. Okay? All right, I say. Insecurity, forgiveness, creation. Okay? Insecurities. That's that red. That's that root. So that's the card that's telling you to your heart is blocked, right? You're insecure. That's your heart. It's blocked by you know who. And this is a red card. So that's dealing with your root chakra. So that's basically saying that rise up from that root, that red, and come up. And you have to unblock your heart. If you don't unblock your heart, you'll never make it to the other side. This is what stops a lot of us from achieving a lot of our goals in life, because we never rotate our chakras and unblock the heart chakra, where the love and the compassion is at. So, and then we got the forgiveness, that's purple, you know, and that's the crown chakra, and that's love, that's dealing with, your heart also, and to forgive and to let things go and get it about your life. Forgiveness is really for yourself, not all the time for the other person, because once you forgive yourself, you will automatically forgive the other person and forgive any and everything around you or anyone that you have felt has wronged you. Okay? And then we got creation. Now, come on, y'all. That's the great mother. She popping in. She coming through in this reading because she is me. I'm one of her children. I'm one of her girls. So she's going to come through in all my reads. Okay? As you can see, creation. The mother of creation. That's the great mother. I'm one of her daughters. She's coming through on this read to let you know who she is. Okay, so on the first card, insecurity, like I said, that's dealing with the root chakra. You know, open your heart. You're being tempted by the devil. It's time to heal. Open your heart, break through that, and heal. And that's where the love and the compassion is at. So you basically overcoming evil, fear. You're beating the devil. You're winning. When you get rid of that insecurity in your heart and you heal and you rotate up to that chakra, you overcome that. That's what they don't tell you. That's the secret. Okay, and then the forgiveness, once again, you see the little baby, with the animals, we have to bring back the love. Love has left the planet. That's Oshun. That's the great mother. We have to get it back. So we have to learn to forgive. Forgive ourselves, forgive the animals, forgive all of the things that have been done to us and all the things that we have done to others. We have to let it go, get it out of our heart, open up our heart to the compassion and the love just to even get to the crown, which is the purple chakra. You have to start right here to even get right here. You have to open right here, period. And that includes everything on earth, the children, the animals, the plants, all that is included in that forgiveness to get where we need to go to rise this planet up. Okay. And then once again, creation, the great mother. She's gonna always come through because I'm one of her daughters. Okay, she putting in work all the time, putting in work because she want her planet back. She want her people back. She want us to heal. Okay, creation. She's a mother creation, and this card is telling us to create. It's time to start creating, to break up out the matrix, to stop living the illusion, to be authentic, okay? To create our own world within our own selves, amongst our own people, okay? That's what this card represents, the great mother and her children. And this reading is coming through with the message from her, okay? All right, Ashe to that, okay? So then we're going to move forward. Okay, I think I'm going to hit child with my herbal deck because one thing I do know, the herbs. Okay, so like I was saying, one thing I do know are the herbs. I've been studying these herbs for about 10, 15 years now. And trust and believe, it's plenty more to learn. I'm still learning, you know. So the plants, marvelous miracles, so healing, so healing. Y'all just don't know. Whoever said that a plant or herb was evil, got to be out there, man. Got to be. Don't listen to them type of people. Use your common sense. Use your discernment. What the Most High gave us. We cook with herbs. We season our food with herbs. Come. Okay. Okay. So I've been dealing with herbs and teas for a few years now. Matter of fact, in the AM, I'm probably going to be dealing with some herbs, making me some tea because I've been out for a while, so I'm due for a batch. Okay, All right, so we're gonna go with this herbal deck. Let's see what we pull. Hibiscus. Okay. Now me and um one guy, when I was down getting my car done, um he just was saying something about hibiscus, and I was just reading up on hibiscus tea because it's probably going to be one of my next teas that I'm going to be using next. Okay. Cordyceps. Okay. I got some cordyceps, most definitely. Yeah, I do. I got some cordyceps. Okay. And then we got ginseng. Okay. That's the herb that gives you the energy, the power pack, the punch. Okay. Now with the hibiscus, that says joy. Okay. That's that tea, that healing tea that make you feel good. And then the cordyceps, that's that revival. That's the revival. You see? You see? Mm-hmm. See the eagle rising up. And cordyceps heal you, help you to rise up. See? Rising up through the mountains, out the flame. Yeah, that's what them cordyceps do. Okay? And then the ginseng. Okay? That's the magi. Okay, so like I was saying about the ginseng, see, that's the magician. That's the magic. That's that magic. That's that good herb right there. Okay, so and I'm not a doctor. Okay, so if you really feel like something going on, go talk to your doctor. But I do know, and I do have proof that herbs work because I've took them. Okay, especially ginseng. Okay, so the benefits of ginseng is, let's see. Okay, builds immunity, regulates blood sugar, improve focus, reduce inflammation. Um, it has been studied as a way to improve mood as well as boost endurance and treats cancer, heart disease, fatigue, erectile dysfunction, um, high blood pressure, and menopausal symptoms. And many more. So yeah, ginseng, that's that magic herb. Try some of that. For some of y'all, it might just help y'all feel better. Okay, so then we're gonna go back to the cordyceps. Like I say, that's that revival herb. Revival. Okay, you see him coming up, busting up out them flames. He feeling good. I mean, heal, and y'all know what the eagle represents. Okay. So y'all, he busting up out them flames. He healed. And cordyceps improves athletic performance, reduces inflammation, helps with diabetes. Um, yeah, anti anti-cancer properties, improves libido and the sexual functions, and reduces fatigue. So maybe some of you guys need to try cordyceps. I have um an herb that has some cordyceps in it, and yeah, hmm they work. That's their revival herb. It will revive you. Some of y'all might need to try that, and maybe it'll make you feel better. Okay, and then we got the hibiscus. Okay, and that's that joy. That's that joy herb, that feel good herb. Now with this hibiscus, um, one of the things about it is, and really all these teas, all these herbs I like to make in a tea. Okay, so as I was saying, with the hibiscus, that's that joy herb. Okay, and it's rich in antioxidant content. Okay, it helps also with lowering your blood pressure, cholesterol, supports liver health, aids in digestion, okay, has antibacterial properties, and can help fight inflammation. Excuse me, okay, and so that's that joy tea, that's that make you feel good tea. So I've had hibiscus tea also before, and really all these, and looking good, doing good, healthy, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. Besides my asthma flared up on me a couple of months ago. So I'm gonna go back and get me some mullein leaf tea, which I just recently, not too long ago, ran out of that, and that's good for your lungs, lung support, you know. Also, side note, okay, all right. So then I'm gonna go to the shadow oracle. You know, this is the shadow work. This is what we really supposed to be putting in, you know, to better ourselves. Shadow work is work within self, you know, whatever work you got to do within yourself, within your shadow. Your shadow is keyword for your soul. Okay, remember that. Sometimes they ain't gonna say soul. They might just say shadow. But that's soul work. That's the same thing. Okay. So this a soul work deck. These cards are gonna come out and let you know what type of soul work some of us might need to work on to help grow our soul to advance. Okay. That's what we're here for the advancement of the soul. And we put here to do work to advance our soul. I say, I say. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what the ancestors talking about with this shadow work deck. Okay. Attachment. True growth requires letting go. Okay. Clinging, dependence, addiction. The coins don't lie. Okay. So some of the things we're attached to, we're gonna have to let go. That's that's that soul. Okay. So grief. Okay. So this is that grief card. Okay. And look at this attachment card. Look at them butterflies. You know, that's pretty. True growth requires letting go. So that means, you know, a butterfly starts out as a caterpillar and then it grows and then it busts out. You know, a little worm busts open to a beautiful, beautiful bug with beautiful wings and flies. You know? So this card is telling us to um, let the attachments that's holding us down go so we can spread our wings and fly. Okay? And back to this grief. In pain, find healing and deeper connection to the self, sorrow, mourning, loss. A lot of us are going through grief. I pulled this card before, okay, in my last reading a few months ago when I dealt with this deck. So that's telling me the grief has not gone away. I'm still grieving from a lot of losses, a lot of my loved ones, a lot of my friends, but I'm healing at the same time. That's the difference. A lot of folks just grieve and sick and not healing. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you start the healing. Okay. To let go of the grief out your heart, to heal your heart. You can heal your heart and let the grief go. Okay. And remember, I did put out a video about the spiritual bath. I didn't have my mic on. So it's kind of low. So maybe I'll redo it. But that's part of one of the steps to healing, to making you feel better, to getting over the grief. The spiritual bath. Okay. So the next card, apathy. Okay. Apathy. Okay. It says, ignite your passions, for it's the antidote to indifference. Okay. So Apathy. This card is telling me to, like I said, it's all in sync. Let it go. Ignite your passions. Um, for that's the antidote to the indifference in this world. So when you create, when you love what you're doing, and that puts out and ignites the flame to healing. Once you heal everything around you, and we all can heal the world. The apathy is a loss of interest, activities. You might be don't want to do nothing. We in grieve and we in mourning, we sad. Apathy, um, you got to kind of be careful because that dealing with the apathy, when you become an apathetic person instead of an empathetic person, that takes the love away, the compassion up out of your heart. So that's what that card is telling me. It's a lot of apathy in this world. We have to get back to empathy, to love, and to caring. That's the great mother. That's Oshun. That's Mayat. That's where the healing come in at. Okay? That's the healing energy. Okay? The divine feminine. Okay? So now we at these cards, the Great Mother cards. They got the bees on 'em. I love these cards. One of my favorite decks. Okay, I hit y'all with these, I think, back in May. Because that's a special month, the Great Mother month of May. So we in August now. So we in Black August. Okay, so that's a special month too. So I'm coming at y'all. This last little deck, I think this is my fourth deck. Okay, I'm doing a 3-card read. Okay, so I'm at my Great Mother deck. So we're going to pull and see, because the Great Mother is who she is. She don't play no games. And when she got something to say, take in, listen, and learn. Okay, and she'll rise you up in the game. Okay? All right. Here we go. First card. Honey. Okay? That's that honey. Now, I always be pulling this honey. Okay? It's the Great Mother. Boom, honey, the sweetness of you swells in the grace of your pool. Oh, so beautifully lethal. Okay, that's me, y'all. Okay, when I pull these cards, that's my sweetness, my love, my heart, my compassion, the empathy in me pouring out to you. Okay, so when I pull these cards, I read me. Okay, y'all. Like a child again. Like I was saying with this honey card, that's me. Pure honey, pure goodness, pure sweetness. See? She looked just like me. Okay? But like I was saying, when I pull these cards, so beautiful. You hear it? Oh, so beautiful. Lethal. Pull these cards with grace and swag. Because I'm that honey. Okay, and I came to pour upon you this message of abundance that the Great Mother got for you. Remember that. Okay, second card, sex magic. Okay, sex magic. Oh, it says, I draw on my body with an invisible blade, carved with the bliss of lustrous teeth. It is in the allure that I will meet blood and flesh. Okay? It's that sex magic, y'all. That's an interesting card. I've never pulled that one because sex is healing, sexual healing. Okay, that's another secret that they don't want y'all to know. Okay, Marvin Gaye even wrote a song about it. Okay, third card, orgasm. Oh, is there something freaky going on? It must be some freaky going. Why am I pulling these freaky cards? Okay, it says, thrust your body, elevate your spirit, open the gates to your renewal. All right. All right, fam. All right. So I'm pulled. Honey, that's me. sex magic. That's that freaky freak. Okay. And orgasm. When I tell y'all, sexual healing is real. Okay. So if you got a significant other, a hubby, wife, y'all married. Now, I ain't saying just do that with no anybody, because the sexual healing ain't just gonna happen with no anybody. Okay, you just can't be out here freaking and think you're gonna be getting some healing and you gonna mess around and catch some. Okay, I'm talking about the people who are trustworthy and in love. Okay, and that's out here and they can freak and get down like that. You know what I'm saying? You have a husband or wife and y'all get down like that. And that really is healing, y'all. I promise you that's healing. That sex magic is healing, y'all. Okay? That's a whole ritual in itself when it's with the one you love. Okay? Okay, family. So we got the orgasm, the sex magic, the honey. Okay, so maybe these course selling me. I need to get my freak on. Somebody need to get their freak on. Okay, it'll help you. It'll help you heal. It'll help you. You'll feel better, as long as it's with the right person, not just with no anybody, with the right person. Two people that really do love and care about each other. It can be healing. So maybe need to get my freak on, okay? Then we got apathy, okay? The grief, okay? And the attachment, okay? So this is the soul work, okay? The apathy, and the attachment, that's the detachment, okay? So don't let your heart get too detached, okay? Um Attach it to something as far as um love, something good to cling on to, some compassion, some empathy, okay? So you won't become apathetic, okay? And the grief, that all coincides together, okay? That all works together in healing, into healing your heart and to letting the grief go. That's that soul work, okay? Okay, then we got the ginseng, the cordyceps, and the hibiscus. Now, these are all three beautifully God made herbs. We got sun herbs, we got moon herbs, and all that I'm learning. Okay, so these three came out in the course to help somebody. Okay, somebody try them some hibiscus, some cordyceps, and some ginseng. Okay, it just might help you. Then we got the great mother, the forgiveness, and the insecurity. Okay, these are three things that people need to work on. Their heart, okay, forgiveness, okay, and believing in her, okay, the great mother, the mother of creation, and creating things, okay, and that'll help you heal also, okay. So once again, I'm beloved T, Teresa's Tarot, Black at Child again, with a beautiful message of healing. If you want to contact me, you know how. You need any questions or anything about herbs, healing, spiritual baths, I'm right here on the book, on the tube, you know, email, all that. So, y'all have a good night. I say this was a great read. I love this.